Yeah, man. Carnival is a beautiful vibe that obviously every Caribbean island person, well, mostly loves and obviously takes on board. So as a Bajan, what does carnival mean to you? Especially because obviously you said to me that you've dealt with carnival as a band leader and obviously taking care of the different revelers and things of that nature. What does that like? What does that energy, that euphoric energy, mean to you as a Bajan?
So Carnival is different for Barbados than it is for the other islands. So most islands, when they do Carnival, like for instance Trinidad, their Carnival comes at the beginning of Ash Wednesday. So it's to do with there's a more religious aspect, I think, to them having Carnival and then going into a religious season. For us, it's not called Carnival, it's called Crop Over.
Mm-hmm.
And the history behind that is the during slavery, um, around the time that the crops were finished and there wasn't any more works in the field, the slaves had the opportunity to have a bit of a celebration, and it literally translated to the crop is over, which is why it's called crop over. So then it was a celebration of not having to do that backbreaking work in the field. And then it translated throughout the years to it married a bit more with the carnival celebration, which was more of like a party and tourist attraction, but its historical roots is in slavery, and it is after all the crops were finished. So that's why it's called crop over. So for us, it's a bit different.
Okay. So would you say this the style of the energy is totally different to most of the other characters?
I think very similar to Carnival now, but I do um, pointing out that the historical there's a historical difference in how it came about.
See, that's what we call heritage. That's the heritage of it, and the culture. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, man. We that's what we're here for today. We're here to hear more about Barbados culture, Barbados heritage. So, as a Bajan, um, if I was to go to Barbados tomorrow, a traveler was to say, "Oh my God, you know what? I need to go to Barbados tomorrow. I need to go to Barbados tomorrow. I've heard so much about it. What type of food from Barbados can you tell us more about, and a dish that you'll recommend?" And what I need you to do right now, Kat, is I need you to make my mouth water. Like I need to be there in Barbados eating that dish right now.
So the dish that people the go-to dish is fried fish and oysters, because it is done outside on a griddle. People are milling around. It's quite near to the sea. There's music, there's people sitting on benches. You can have flying fish, you can have shark, you can have mahi mahi, you can have a whole number of, you can even have shrimp. You can have it with macaroni cheese, which is very popular in Barbados. You can have it with fish. You can have it with breadfruit chips. So there's a variety of things, but the dish that Barbados considers to be its national dish is cuckoo and flying fish. And that is again, I think the closest you find to it is the Ghanaian fufu. And I think that it's just it's something that came through slavery as well. And it's just like our version of their food, because I've got a few friends now that are Ghanaian and I've been to Ghana, and it was just so absolutely amazing how similar we are. And when I was there, it felt like Barbados. The layout felt quite similar to Barbados. The people looked like Bajans. It was just absolutely amazing. So there is a connection with them as well.
One dish that you said was mahi mahi. I like like that just struck me.
It's a
So
fish.
exotic.
It's a, it's a fish. So you get it steamed, you could get it fried. You can do it down in a stew. It's really actually funny enough. I actually had some yesterday because I found a supplier here. The fish everyone. The Fish Society sells mahi mahi, so you could buy it here. So yeah, and before you could get it in Costco, but I haven't seen it in there quite recently. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that was just a total, like, it was just a that just hit me. Mahi mahi. It's like
What's that?
Yeah. So,
it's kind of like, imagine if you had a steak of meat and it comes like of fish.
Now, make my mouth salivate right now. I need to salivate. Like don't just tell me. Like, I need to like stir it in the pot for me right now. I need to.
So for me, what I do is I put it in lemon and salt to cut the rawness. Once that's done for like maybe an hour or so, wash it off. And then I've got green seasoning in my fridge that I always keep. So I slice it open, I put the seasoning in the middle, and then I do some seasoned flour and breadcrumbs, eggs. So flour and breadcrumbs, eggs, flour and breadcrumbs again, and then stir it in the pan, put it on the other side, and then keep it to a very low heat so that it can cook through. And then I serve it with whatever. You can have it with rice, mashed potatoes, cuckoo, whatever you want to have it with.
See, now that's what I'm talking about. Now you're making it simmer inside of me. That's what I needed to do. It needed to simmer inside of me, because you're just saying mahi mahi. It's like, whew, exotic. Now it needs to simmer. Now
yeah, it's delicious.
I'm a bit more content now inside my mindset.